Hey everybody, it's Ronan Dave. I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Paul.
Yes, he's my backup Paul. Usually I do these walks with a Welsh Paul, but he's back in Wales.
Right, yes, I'm English Paul.
Yes, as I say, my spare Paul. But what is your history with Tokyo?
Oh, well, I was here for 10 years teaching English on and off. English teacher like a lot of people.
Now you're back as a tourist?
Yeah, I'm getting my tourist vibe on now, so of course, got to see this guy.
You never seen him before?
Not really, not in the, what's a good word for flesh that applies to robots?
In the metal?
Right.
But anyway, so today we're starting off here at Odaiba. We're going to do a walk to our friend's restaurant in Azabu Juban. Soulfood House.
Yes, check it out if you haven't been. It's very good.
Yeah. So we're going to start here with our pal Gundam here and walk over the Rainbow Bridge.
Yes.
Check out some Japanese gardens, a temple, and maybe a shrine or two before we get there. Should be an interesting walk.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yes. As a Gundam, not this Gundam, but the original Gundam was a 1979 anime.
Yeah, did you watch it?
I did actually see some episode. Not when I was, it never made it over the pond for us.
Yeah.
For us, it was Voltron.
Oh, right, okay. For us, it was Battle of the Planets, or Getchman.
So anyway, off we go. We'll see how this
Peace.
turns out. Yeah, Odaiba has a lot of these interesting architectural wonders littered about. Like over here we have, what is this?
This is a very famous Fuji TV station that has a large metal round bauble in the middle of it that has a sort of Jenga-like construction around it. And just like any good marble game, in a severe earthquake, it will collapse and roll around, destroying several people.
Yeah, Odaiba is an interesting place, an artificial island originally created to repel Americans.
Well, who doesn't want to do that?
And they started developing it back, I think, during the bubble. And then when the bubble burst, it kind of became like a financial failure for a little while. But then they got it going again in the 2000s. Especially helped getting the Rinke line from Saitama all the way to here. Now it's a very popular tourist destination with foreigners and Japanese alike. And what is that?
Monorail?
Monorail?
There are several ways to reach this place, like pretty much everywhere in Tokyo. And the monorail, while maybe not the fastest, has some really good views.
And we can see the Statue of Liberty is also visiting Tokyo. All right, and there is the Rainbow Bridge. Built back in the 90s. The Rainbow Bridge was apparently named by the public. They didn't have a name for it at first, so people just called it that, and so they put the lights up there.
It invokes comparison to Mario Kart, but you can't really see quite why. Is it a nighttime thing? Does it light up?
Yes. Yeah, like right now, it's just very much the opposite of what a rainbow would look like.
Good.
You get a lot more of these misters in recent years because the summers here are just horrendous.
And we have chosen an excruciatingly hot time to do this project.
Yes. Something to keep in mind if you come to Tokyo or just Japan in general, don't come in summer.
Now I have actually been here a couple of times.
Joypolis, the land of joy?
It has some pretty cool things in it. It's got some neat horror experiences in it, a couple of cool little roller coaster type affairs, some very weird, interactive, fun activities. But it's a good day out. Definitely recommend Joypolis.
Alright, so I got some matcha beer. So matcha tea in with beer, as it sounds. I'll give it a shot. Interesting. It's not bad. Definitely tastes the matcha in it. But we're here in, I forget what this used to be called like the Showa store. I mean, for the Showa here. I don't know what they call it now, but it's got a lot of nostalgic goods from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, a bit from the 80s as well. It's a neat little place and a nice eatery with takoyaki. Definitely recommend popping in here if you're in Odaiba for a little bit of nostalgia, Japanese nostalgia. Kids, don't drink and drive.
Accelerator. We believe you when you say you've never driven a bike before. From the 80s were like unforgiving.
I blame the drink.
Sorry, I told you the brake was the accelerator. Probably.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I should have known that. Good here. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, go for it, man. All right.
Impressive strikeout.
Wow. You suck.
Is that all it's going to give me?
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, that was pretty... Oh, whoa! I'm forgiving. How about yours? Yeah, I sort of remember them taking my money then too. I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, what did it was for the score?
3.
Here we go. Was that 9 million? Was that me?
I somehow doubt it. Alright. I'm gonna wrestle a sumo wrestler. I'm gonna decide, I might go a little easy. Or maybe not. Okay, I guess not.
Getting closer.
Alright, so this is where the name Odaiba comes from. Daiba is Japanese for fort or battery. Several artificial islands were created in 1853 to repel Commodore Perry and the Americans.
Commodore Perry.
Yes. But they weren't successful. Although Perry never came up this far, he landed near Yokosuka and delivered a letter to the shogunate officials from our president. Do you know which president?
I don't.
That's right, it was Fillmore.
Fillmore?
Yeah. I know, people going like, wait, we had a president, Fillmore?
Yeah, you don't hear a lot about Fillmore.
No. But apparently he wrote a letter to Japan. Yeah. Yeah, he was like president for like a hot minute.
Right.
And so anyway, so that's why these islands were originally built. And then later, like in the 90s, 80s and early 90s, during the bubble, they started expanding the main one. Yes, becoming the time sink that it is now. Easy to spend several hours there, or days. So how do you feel going on the Rainbow Bridge?
I feel like this is going to be a very long journey and that I'm going to wish I'd bought some drink beforehand.
Kind of wish you had a Mario Kart to drive over this, don't you?
That too. But it should look pretty spectacular if it's starting to get dark by the time we reach the other end. It should be pretty good. I like how you can see the traffic, the trains.
Oh yeah, yeah, we got a train.
Do you want to have a look at the Rainbow Promenade along here?
Right.
So this is us here.
Yes. We are gonna go all the way over to Shaw.
This is a good idea. I never have thought to have done this by myself. Possibly because it looks fantastically long and exhausting.
Well, it's like, why would you when you have trains?
Yeah. I do see why the instructions say to push bicycles, because
Yeah.
one small
Oh God.
one small hit of a rock or a
Yeah.
barrier is not very high.
Yeah, you're in the bay.
You're in the bay.
I think though, if you're afraid of heights, you wouldn't want to go on this bridge.
See that vibration on the bridge? with you.
Yeah, you're saying it's a bit shaky on this bridge.
Yeah. And anyone that's been in Japan for more than a minute got used to shakiness. That's the other island. You were correct. It's not linked in any way, although it does have a little beach for shoring up on. What goes on there?
No one knows.
If it was Zelda, there'd be some tough bosses, but some good treasure.
So you can exit here?
Yeah, I was thinking that myself. How exactly? There's one emergency exit here.
Where? Okay, this is
I wasn't expecting
yeah.
sliding doors
Yeah.
in here. Might well be where you're resting, but
Okay.
what is that?
I guess it's if you want to leave, but it's blocked off.
Yes, nowhere to go.
I hope that's not where the restroom is. Okay. I didn't see any, so maybe that's not it. It's promenade. What's this? Oh wow, look at that car.
That's the second sliding door transition.
It's a trap!
Yeah. What now? We have to go back.
Okay, I guess elevator then.
Yeah, that elevator's gotta work.
Do we have stairs?
We have stairs.
Should we take the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy, this is
Get Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Jesus. I never did this.
I was promised bathrooms. Oh wow. How far down does this go? No.
It's for going down only. How does that work?
Oh, well, that doesn't work. Okay.
We're on the 6th floor? Jeez. I definitely wouldn't want to come up these stairs. I'm starting to get dizzy. Now I see why it took the elevator so long.
It's like 4 rotations for each level. Third floor. Still no, we're doing the third floor yet. Third floor. There's 6.
Oh, okay. Almost there. Oh, this door better work. Oh, thank God. I was like going, motherfucker. Oh, jeez. Where's that damn toilet I was promised? Okay. All right, we made it across the Rainbow Bridge.
Ta-da!
Yeah, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was good. It was very rattly, but not
Yes.
as long and exhausting as we predicted.
Yeah.
Except for that last
Yeah.
that last
It's
little
like
section there where...
8 stories of stairs to go down.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we're going down, not up, but still.
Best to start in Odaiba.
Yes. But yeah, it was quite nice. Nice and breezy.
Yeah, really good on a hot day.
Yeah.
Not too shaky.
Nice views, too.
And just something that you don't think many people do.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like
Yeah,
in plain sight, isn't it?
we've been living here for years, and we never thought to, go actually walk across Rainbow Bridge.
But it certainly looks way longer
Yeah.
than it actually takes to walk.
Yeah. Yeah. Deceptively long, I guess you'd say.
We weren't expecting that troll halfway through, though. That...
Yes. Had to answer those questions 3?
Yeah.
Ah, crap. Let me just get a... Well, we were going to go to some gardens, but we kind of messed around in Odaiba a little too long.
You gotta mess around in Odaiba.
Yeah. Oh, well, another time. Now let's head to the temple. They don't close temples.
Infernal telephonic devices.
All right, so that was Shiba Daijingu. May not look like much, but this shrine is over 1,000 years old, founded in 1005. Long, long, long before there was much of a city in this area.
You mean there was no metro at that time?
Afraid not.
Wow. How did they get to Odaiba?
Yeah,
Play Joypolis.
I swam, I imagine. Interesting though, in 1805, there was a huge brawl between sumo wrestlers and firefighters,
Yeah.
which they later made into kabuki play. Oh, let's go this way.
What
So
was,
it's
their,
this-
what was their grievance?
Who knows? Probably just spoiling for a fight. Yeah, it must have been a sight to see. I mean, it was such an impressive event. Like they later made a kabuki play about it, and some ukiyo-e prints.
powerful sunset coming from behind Zojoji Temple. I've been to Tokyo Tower many times, but I don't think I've been in here.
Oh, really? That is a great place to go for New Year's. All right. So, what do you think of the temple?
Ooh, yeah. Well, it's definitely one of the classic temples, isn't it? It's got the steps and the history, all the things that I love about temples. I obviously know a lot about this temple and the background and that, but why don't you fill us in and I'll see if you're correct.
Ooh, that's cool. Do you know how old this building is?
Very, very old.
Yes.
Well, what day did you say?
1972.
That gong means you're incorrect. What's the correct answer?
1972.
Oh, I thought the board said 1974.
Oh, did it? Sorry. Actually, that temple is from 1974. Originally, Zojo-ji was built in 1393 and then moved in this area in 1590. But like most buildings in Tokyo, or Edo as it was called back then, burned down a lot. And you had the 1923 earthquake that didn't help. And then, once again, Americans, in World War II, we firebombed Tokyo and burned a lot of things. But, over here, surprisingly, the gate survived. It was built in 1622, and so it is one of the oldest wooden structures left in Tokyo.
And why don't you tell the good viewers back home the significance of the bonging going on right now?
Well, they do this every morning and evening. This bell in particular was one of the three great bells of Edo. They call it a league bell because it was believed you could hear it a league away.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I believe that. My Symbian costume came off a couple of times, though.
A lot of times the bell is rung, especially around New Year's time, it's rung 108 times to... That's supposed to be the number of human sins.
Right.
Yes.
That's a lot. Well, I mean, we got 7,
yeah.
right? 7
Exactly.
like
yeah.
Dante, but
And it's tough being Buddhist.
108.
Yeah. Jeez.
Must have been annoying when they got to 100 and then thought of that one more. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, let's keep going now.
That's a nice sound, though. Good, you can hear it resonating. So, interesting factoid: this tree right here was planted by U.S. President, or former U.S. President at the time, Ulysses S. Grant. Again, many Americans probably know him from the Civil War, and we're like, oh, he was president? We don't know our own history. But yeah, so he was in Japan in 1878, planted this tree here, and the reason I wanted to go to Hama Rikyu Garden is because he stayed there for a month.
Oh.
Yeah, and the tea house has this nice painting of him, but we spent too much time in Odaiba.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, like I said, Odaiba's a time sink, a time trap.
Well, are you enlightened?
Yeah.
Very good timing.
The other thing about Zojo-ji, it was the kind of like the temple of the Tokugawa shogunates.
Oh yeah.
The Shoguns, yes. Tokugawa Ieyasu, big supporter, and he's the one that had it moved here in 1590. Out of the 15 Tokugawa shoguns, 6 of them are buried here. Some of them weren't really that much to talk about. One of them died at 6, so he didn't do much.
Oh.
Yeah. Another one apparently cared more about his hobbies and didn't left the administration to his ministers.
Yeah. Good. Respect that guy.
But one of them, I'm trying to Iyoshi, I think his name was. He was here when Perry came barging in, and he ended up dying of heart failure. They think from a heat stroke.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
It's like 35 degrees yesterday.
Yeah, it's hot in summertime in Tokyo.
See if we can get across.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
YouTube star.
All right, so you're homesick?
Yes, let me introduce one of England's greatest creations. We call this a bus. And you're welcome. We introduced it to the rest of the world. It should, of course, be on 2 layers and painted bright red. Not everyone got the gist of that, but and they get everywhere. Here's one. Next to it is Postman Pat's farm, which was always wondered what happened to that. Now serving as what looks like a takoyaki stand.
Just like back home.
But yes, Tokyo Tower. Built in 1958 is both a symbol of the growing economic strength.
333 meters tall.
Yes. Yes, the second highest structure in Japan. What is the first one?
Is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Skytree is going to be number 1.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But isn't there a businessy building taller than this one?
I don't think so.
Really?
But you know, one thing is, so it's actually taller than the Eiffel Tower in Paris, which is based on. But because of all the high-rises around here, you don't notice it being so large because it gets blocked out many times.
And it's a nice orange color that you can see from the wall.
Yeah, that's apparently that was done for air safety regulations.
No, sets it apart though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, whoa, there it is. But you can kind of understand the Parisians and their whole thing about their skyline because the Eiffel Tower dominates the skyline, whereas here, this thing often gets hidden. But apparently, like, yeah, so they built it as a symbol of their growing economic success because they were able, that was in 58, so by that time I believe they already had the Olympics locked down for 64. And the other thing was just a compromise. They didn't TV was going out at that time, and they didn't want a bunch of antenna towers all over the city, so they decided to make one large one.
It's a strange business model.
You've been to the top of this, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah. Bit pricey.
It's kind of one of those things you do anytime somebody comes to visit you
Yeah.
in Tokyo, is you take them up
Yeah.
here. You were that person at the first time, and then you become the person taking
Yeah.
the person all subsequent times. But it is lovely. Still beats. Well, I mean, I haven't been up to the top of the Skytree yet, but I still think it's kind of just a classier
Yeah.
tourist trap.
That's nice. Just in the shadows of Tokyo Tower is another little temple.
This is the one you can see into from the top of Tokyo Tower very easily, and always looks amazing.
So what does it feel like being in Tokyo after a 4-year absence, after lockdown and all that fun stuff?
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's still the best country on the planet. Food's still good, people are still lovely. City's still great to walk around, still safe as houses.
Well, what were some of your favorite activities that you liked to do in Tokyo back in the day that you miss?
Tokyo activities. I love going to the pool halls here and playing darts, and playing pool and window shopping, and just the best thing always is just doing what we're doing now. It's just exploring. Just get on your feet, walk around. You can't get lost,
Yeah.
and you're always going to find something weird and strange and
Yeah.
cool. I miss that.
Yeah, there's always some funky store or just like a little shrine or temple
Yeah.
that's worth popping into.
I never cared too much about the other stations on my train line in the UK, but when I was here, I was obsessed with making sure I would stop off at every station on my line between my workplace and where I lived, so I knew and explored every area.
Anyway, so this is like one of those little hidden gems along the way. Just, you know, walking anywhere, you might just pop across a shrine or a little temple. This one caught my fancy when I was looking it up. It's one of those, nobody knows exactly when or who built it, but there's folk legends around this place that it used to be the home of a Tanuki.
Ah.
Those are raccoon dogs, but they're also known to be like mischievous tricksters that can change shape. Supposedly, according to this folk tale, the Tanuki that lived here would go over to the Oku, which is where the Shogun's harem was, and ravish the women there.
Oh, of course he was.
Yeah, exactly. You're a Tanuki.
Yeah.
You know, with those big balls of...
Young in life, out on the town. What else are you going to do?
But apparently, samurai came along and killed him and put an end to his nighttime ravishing.
Well, that is the risk.
Yes.
So.
Yes, and I guess they built this shrine to appease his spirit. All right. But yeah, just one of those random things you can come across in
Pretty
walks
random.
on Tokyo. So this is the legendary and infamous Tanuki, the shape-shifting trickster raccoon dog with the giant genitalia. Supposedly, that, according to legend, they would smother people to death with their big balls. That'd be a hell of a way to go. Imagine.
Who are his little troops?
Just little Tanuki with big balls.
Also with big balls.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a thing in the afterlife, saying, "So, how'd you buy it?" I fell down some stairs. Shut up. Hey. Book off, man. Gotta love that name. And here's the girl with the red shoes. Very sad story of a girl that was orphaned when her mother went up to Hokkaido to try farming in the pioneer days of, well, the early 20th century, strange enough. Yes.
How do you know this?
It's a poem and later a song was made about it, made it very famous. They didn't know it was actually based on a real person. All right, so we finally made it to the Soulfood House. All right, after a long day of walking.
This is the end, sadly, of our journey. And the end of the camera.
Nope. Anyway, do you know how many steps we took today?
Lots.
Yes.
No, I don't have a number.
21,000.
Whoa.
21,000, yes.
Why am I not thin yet?
So we're going to the Soulfood House in Azabu Juban. Who are you, madam?
Who are you?
Ronan Dave.
I'm LaTanya Whitaker.
All right, what do you do?
I'm a chef.
Oh, and where do you work?
I work at Soulfood House. I not only work here, I own it.
Ah, I see.
What do you do?
Very little.
Tell me more.
But what would you say is the best dish at your restaurant?
I'm from Mississippi, so I love catfish and grits.
I heard that cauliflower slider was really good.
That cauliflower cider is excellent. I just wish it was here tonight. Yeah.
But what made you want to open a restaurant in Tokyo?
I was hungry.
Southern Mississippi. University of Southern Mississippi.
What did you get served?
The alma mater breakfast.
Jambalaya. It's very good. Put that away.
Excuse me, the ribs with bacon.
Oh, there it is.
You don't need.
I am David Whitaker, the owner of Legacy Lounge and Soulfood House in Azabu Juban. Along with my wife, LaTanya, we take care of people.
What would you say is the philosophy of the Soulfood House?
Taste the love. Which is also our company now.
What would you say is your favorite dish at Soulfood House?
Ooh, black and catfish and grits.
And what about your favorite drink?
Ooh. You're asking me to choose between my children. See, the food are not my children. The drinks are all my babies. Still probably the front porch.
Okay.
Gin and sweet tea.
This bit, I don't think. Sorry.
All right, so here we are at the end of our journey after a succulent Soulfood House dish.
Was good.
Yes. After
How many steps?
21,000.
We accomplished 21,000 each.
Yeah, so almost about 10 kilometers today.
Yeah, that was a long walk.
Yes. What was your favorite part of the day?
It's got to be this bit, meeting up with old friends at our destination, the Soulfood House, Azabu Juban. Go and check it out.
Yes.
It's a nice way to build up an appetite. 21,000 steps from Odaiba all the way here.
And having mint juleps on the veranda.
Looking at Tokyo Tower,
Yeah.
lit up. Yeah, good times.
Yes.
And all the amazing knowledge Ron and Dave dropped about some temples and stuff along the way.
All right, I'll pay you later. But yeah, it is a nice walk through some interesting areas. And you can never go wrong with Odaiba.
No, it was a good time.
So anyway, so this is Ron and Dave. See you.
See you.